my model works because it feels a bit weird still. Still feels weird. Alright, I think everything is good. Hopefully it works now. Yeah, I think everything is good right now. Hmm. Uh, is anything working right now? Even my VT model is not working at all. Freaking hell, this stream has already gone to shit. Sorry, stream's already gone to shit. Oh my days. The stream has actually gone to shit. We haven't even started it yet. Oh my god. Haven't even started yet, and my stream's gone to shit already, and none of these are calibrating, and I'm fucking throwing everything away right now. Routine the capture. Fuck off. Think everything is good? Oh my god. Alright, I think everything is working properly. Yeah. Hey, Lucas. Oh my god, I think everything's working normal now. Welcome to Infinity Blades. This game was made in 2011, by the way. There's a PC mod for it. I mean, look at this. Everything like here. This is 2011 game, by the way. The fact that this game is from 2011 is so sick. I mean, look at the graphics on this. They barely changed it for the PC mod. Look at this. This is a 2011 game. This looks sick to me. Jeez Louise. But yeah, this is Infinity Blades. I'm so happy that I'm gonna get to show you this game now. These are 2 character slots that I have. But I'm gonna create a new character just for this stream right now. So, oh my god, Infinity Blades! I'm so excited to show everybody. Welcome to Infinity Blades. The Dark Knight. That's the name of the troop. The most iconic Deathless in Infinity Blades.
Bara. Anasir kom där. Hero. Hatoj kon mesene.
Saskia and Veluste. Provincia de Orosista Communze for Previanda.
Kamoles me. Musikkimille misama. Koro.
Alright. This part, to see how the game works. Block. And boom. After blocking, you get to do attacks. That's how the game works. Oh. Well, we already got to that point.
Josuni korona. Mismire fan med kor. Kimise krasono. Combrato infinity. Gorgo. Fanise brasa carime.
Yeah, our character dies right at the beginning.
Nils Tasonado. Oh, kamas blessing by progenius now. Kamas blessing. Samis mes komplaisin otkablo. Ento tosi, kautasi kompla kaleva.
Yeah, you die right at the beginning. It feels a bit lame, but you die right at the beginning.
Patrie, Vecavunze.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the beginning of title screen, please. Infinity Blade. This is gonna be sick. Because this is the beginning of the game, Infinity Blade. And so, it begins. I'm so excited to show this game because this game was my childhood. And they finally got a mod for it after 6 years. And this game basically, like, for 6 years, you don't, like, it was removed from the iOS store. This game was made in 2011, and this was one of my favorite games of all time in mobile games. It's actually my favorite mobile game of all time. Well, the series at least. The Infinity Blade 2 was my favorite game of all time on the App Store. But because this game was so good, this game was made as a demo to show how good the iPhone 4's graphics are. And then Infinity Blade 2 did the same with the iPhone 4S, and then Infinity Blade 3 did the same for iPhone 5. And this game was made just to show how good the graphics are of the chipset of the iPhone 4. This is so much fun to play as a kid, and like I can't wait to show everybody this one. So we start the bloodline here. Have arrived at our first enemy. Oh, you see these money bags? You can collect them, by the way. So, controls are really easy. It's easy to control, hard to master, type of thing. We start with the dodge block button. Now we do the dodge button. Apparently. Dodge. Now we slice. Gotta parry. The game is easy to pick up, but as you play more, it's actually a lot harder. Just for now, they're showing what the mouse can do. That's called parrying. And you stab the damn thing. It's now dead. Yay. And that's usually how the battles are kind of gonna be like. And you gain experience for your weapons. Every time you fight enemies, you'll gain a certain amount of experience. And your experience goes up until you fully charge your weapon, which is what we call you mastering your weapon. every time you master your weapons, you get stats to put into your skills: health, attack, shield, and magic. Then every time you level up, you get 2 skill points to apply to any of these stats. Every time you apply stats to these guys, it increases something. So for attack, obvious; health, obvious; shield, obvious; magic will show you later. But right now, that's how the game works. Treasures or health potions, as you can see. You tap the health potion, use a treasure. You have to look around the world to tap all these guys. Now, you move forward. There's more treasure here. There's a rodent blade here. Toggle info, the Marrow Fiend. Alright, and now we just do the same thing. This is what we talked about parrying that I did before. That's a swipe in the same direction of the enemy, or opposite direction, as you can see. So I can swipe the same direction as the enemy. That's called a parry. That's called a parry duel. Swipe in the same direction as the enemy, and you get or opposite direction. I usually do opposite direction. Very great. This game is like, for now, it's easier because they're slowly guiding you in. Is it? Ow, I pressed the wrong buttons. It's ZXC for the But now the boss is, but now the game is a bit more simple like this. But you'll eventually get there. And you level up. Every time you level up, you get 2 skill points, which you can put in any of these. So you can choose either to increase your health, increase your attack, shield, or magic. Magic is how long it takes to charge your magic. Health is obviously health, attack is attack, shield is how much your shield is going to take. In Infinity Blade 1, you are stuck with what we call light class weapons because you have a sword and a shield. In later games, you get heavy weapons and dual weapons, which is why I kind of wish we're playing Infinity Blade 2 right now because those different classes makes the game a lot more special and more unique. For now, we're stuck with just light weapons. I guess I'm just gonna level up HP for now because we're gonna be fighting the boss later down the line. There's a treasure here we can open, so we can open that. We got a lightning round. Okay. That's a new fire or shock. Yes, shock. Fire deals a straight damage. Shock deals electric lesser damage, but damage over time. Let's go inside the castle, actually. I don't know if you guys are... Oh, shit. I keep forgetting that if I tap out, I actually just completely, like, lose the thing. I keep forgetting that happens. And as you can see, there's a guy over there. In this game, you might think to yourself, oh, because this guy's over here, let's just, like, go straight at him. But good about Infinity Blade is that you actually have to look around wherever you are. And in this case, look right. And slowly, you will see there's an alternative route. So let's go there, shall we? There's an alternative route with an enemy standing there, right there for you. Guarding a chest. And you have to fight that enemy to get that chest. This happens a lot in Infinity Blade 2 as well. With different spots that you have to press to unlock these types of treasure. And this is where you fight for the treasure. Super attack. Taking and dealing damage charges super attack. When charged, have to stun the enemy. You get immediately stunned and you get 3 attacks. Now I pressed the wrong. Again, I keep doing WASD by accident. Dodge. Dodge. But now the game is kind of easy like this because we're not that far into the bloodlines for the enemies. But the difficulty spike is actually that the higher bloodline you are, he's dead. Boom. Right on the blade. The thing about this game is that the higher your bloodline is, the faster the enemies are. Which, because we're on the first bloodline, everybody is slow as shit. But as you can see, our steel helm is maxed. That means if we do anything... Now, our steel helm is maxed. That means that if we try to, say... Like, if we're trying to fight another character, like fight another match with a mastered item, that specific item does not charge your XP. So usually, when you maxed out an item, you have to change your item. Or in this case, change your helmet. So, what we're gonna do is buy the Gold Fury and equip that. And so now, we have one more attack. And our bonus is now Gold Plus. Life bonus plus means that you find more healing potions. Healing potions heals you to max. Gold plus is basically, I think it means you find more gold, or is it gold drop plus? Oh, gold plus is when you get gold, you get more gold basically. So let's say I open this chest, you get 245 gold. If I hadn't opened that chest, I would have gotten maybe like 200 gold instead. Ugh. That's a face only a mother could love. The Feral Troll is gonna continue fighting on with this guy. These guys look insane. By the way, I like to remind you, this is a 2011 game. Oh shit, I swung too early. I like to remind you, this is a 2011 game, and the graphics look this good. Magic. That's a castle by doing that. Yep. I need to scratch him in 1 hour. I was trying to scratch him. Right in the head, baby. Get out of here. Stab him right in the head. And as you can see, now the Gold Fury is getting leveled up, and that increases our level as well. If your thing is maxed out, you won't gain level for your character's HP, and therefore your skill point would increase. Now, if you look around and... Ah, look at that! There's a chest! Open that up, and 260 gold! Okay, nice, nice, nice. Alright, let's continue moving forward. The place looks really good for a 2011 game, to be fair. On the phone, by the way. Here's some gold. You are at a cross path, my friend. Now I shall destroy you with all my might. There's a level 4 going knight. You actually knocked them off a cliff. That's actually funny as hell. Yeah, as you can see, it charges your weapons, as you can see. Charges your things up. That's the ring charge. That's charged as well. That's charged. That's your skill level leveled up. You can pick one of those two. Let's go health. Like, oh shit. Like, I need to tap out for a moment, but, there you go. I was trying to get some things. But yeah, like you can upgrade your skill points and stuff. I just go for health basically because the God King will be super overpowered in the first few bloodlines. 19. Let's go the side route. Side route will give you a random enemy of some kind. It'll give you a random enemy here, but you don't get to see the stats though. Alright. Right in the head, right in the stomach. Right man's angry. Stab in the face. Stab in the chest again. Oh. Go back to this. Right in the head. Right in the bottom. Right in the chest again. And it did not let me see. Well, that's fine. I didn't want to swing anyways, guys. You knock him off the cliff. Knock him off the balcony. Always find these gold bags because that'll give you some money, and it'll always be important to get money because you're gonna need it. Even if it's 13 gold, you're gonna need it. Oh. I think because we're low bloodline, but these enemies doesn't seem to have what we call signature attacks for some reason. Yeah, this girl doesn't seem to turn her head. In future bloodlines, we got different combo chains, and it's not as simple as this. She actually has a head behind her, but since we're not at a high enough level yet, we won't see her do a combo chain for some reason. Because she's not high enough level. Not high enough level. I really didn't shoot her the entire time. She's behind the back stab as well. Jesus. As you can see, it charges that thing up. It'll eventually fill that up. But every time you charge this, it slowly charges to your level and you move. Let's see what we get. 27 coins. Nice, nice, nice. Let's get in here. We have arrived at the lair. God King. Keep collecting gold coins as you watch the cutscenes. It is a pretty majestic cutscene. Grab the gold. Alright, what's going on here? What do we have? Oh, that's an electric golem. Let's go on an iron golem. No, I'm not talking about Minecraft either. This is before Minecraft's iron golem. She has 228 health. Oh, just execute him right there, goddammit. Why did I let him stand up again? Where are you? Step right there. There we are. Shield love, kill speed, damage. Let's see. As soon as it's charged to master, it doesn't charge anymore. There's no overcharge of it, as you can see. So this is literally an RPG in the sense that you have to change your mastered weapons or else you're not gaining levels. If your weapon's mastered. If your weapon's stuff is mastered, you won't gain any more skill points or any levels. Yeah, this kind of feels like Skyrim's level system. It does kind of does. It does kind of does. Wow, I can't speak at all. I just shut everything on health for now because the enemy we're gonna be fighting is gonna be really terrible to the levels. 264, let's go. I'm gonna need to buy. I'm gonna need to buy like a better sword or like a better stuff. I guess like let's buy a better shield for now. And yes, the game is based off of this blade specifically, the Infinity Blade. That's the original Infinity Blade that we're talking about, which funny enough is not even the most powerful blade in the game. There also is the Silver, the Enslaver, the Poison Zyther, the Randor, the Gnarl, and the Grayson. There's also another secret weapon, which we'll talk about once we defeat this guy though. But for now, I think let's buy myself a new shield. Let's buy the Iron Guard. Claymon. You know what? We're gonna fight the Dark Knight next, so we're gonna fight the next boss next. So let's for now just let the XP level carry up. Hello. The Dark Knight is back. This time I'm gonna smash your ass instead. That is the Dark Knight. Let me check my VTuber thing. Yeah, it's still working. This is the Dark Knight. He's level 8. Remember the level. He's level 8, right? Let's fight him. Okay, fight. Alright. Let's continue. I like carrying a lot more than dodging though. So I don't have step backs or something. We killed him. Now, you have 6,500 to deal with this guy. Give me the chest. How much money did we get? The blue steel helmet. Okay. Now, remember the Dark Knight's level, right? We've always been through enemies of single digit, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look what level the God King is. We immediately went from a level 8 enemy to a level 50 enemy. What do you think? This is impossible. That's the point. Because this is supposed to punish you because the first bloodline you're not going to be as powerful as the next bloodline. So you're basically, they're nudging you to say, just die to the boss. However, if you have the skills, you can obviously defeat the God King without, like, ever getting there. I don't know if I will actually defeat him. In fact, I don't think I will. But I'm gonna try and see. That's the best weapon we can buy. Firebrand. Let's buy that then. Well, time to let die.
Käämisi prajompa. Mas bieström. Roka.
As you can see, his attacks are a lot faster compared to most of the others for some reason. Alright, so this is where we have the whole deciding your fate thing. Where if you choose to follow the God King here, there will be a small cutscene that will show. Which I won't be doing. Or you can continue fighting the boss by holding the sword. I'm gonna choose to fight him. But he's gonna become a lot more powerful with his moves. As you can see, now he's something really fast compared to like the other enemies. my shield's gone. My shield's gone. Oh boy. Shit. Shit. Just shock him. Fucking hell, okay. Oh my god. Are we actually gonna beat him first try? Oh my goodness! I didn't think I beat him in the first bloodline! Oh my god, we actually beat him in the first bloodline! What? I'm actually a gamer? You basically just killed him with the Infinity Blade. Oh my god. Yeah, a level 8 against a level 50 and a level 50 died. Oh my god. I actually beat him on my first bloodline. That's the game pretty much. I'm kidding now. There's still a lot more. But like, you're not supposed to beat him on the first bloodline, but apparently I was so good at the game that I actually beat him on my first bloodline. The last time I streamed this game, it took me 2 bloodlines to beat him. So I have to die once to him and then win. But this time I actually beat him in the first try. What? I'm so proud that my skills in Infinity Blade actually... My skills in Infinity Blade? I am not rusty at all, and I managed to beat him on my first bloodline. The last time I did it was on my second bloodline. Yeah, I just speedran the game. But, I'm gonna explain what's happened. By the way, this is made by Chair. This is made by Epic Games. Yes, the same Epic Games that created Fortnite. That Epic Games. And here's the final cutscene of it. You see this device hanging there, the Nokia. Press it. And you have launched the nuke. Anyways, I'm kidding. No, that's not the nuke. Ladies and gentlemen, this is context for the next game. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing there is the hologram of this world's heaven. This is heaven. Welcome to heaven, boys. And look at the adamant armor as well. Jeez! That's a good ass armor. It's not even a level 8. I actually beat him as a level 5. I'm level 8 now, but like, I beat him as a level 5. Holy shit. Lucas, I'm so good at the game. I'm too good at the game. But yeah. Then the game resets and you play again. Basically. Right back on that loop.
Hard patrie, vecavunze.
We go back on the loop. But I need to show you this because it's so weird to see you using emojis now. And look at this. That guy now has a rebrand. Now, this is where the game becomes interesting. This is an Inferno Paladin. Why does he not have an Inferno? He doesn't have elements yet. What? But basically, we have elemental weapons. And as you can see, it deals fire damage, which gives you bonus damage. That's why we were dealing 15 damage as a slice instead of 11 from the thing. It would have been at 12 as well, but the fire, because it gives you +2, it means that it actually deals 3 damage plus. So we dealt 15 damage for every hit from the to the God King. I think that's how it works. Now that we're on 18, I think that means we deal 20 to this guy. So let's just see. Yeah, we're dealing 20 to this guy. I'm just gonna speed it through. I just speed through it. I don't know, when are they gonna get through elemental enemies? But as you can see, I didn't level up shit after that. Because all my stuff are maxed out. So now I'm gonna change my weapons. I'm gonna use the Ring of Fire, the Adamant Armor, Blue Steel. I'm gonna need to buy a new sword and a new shield. New sword. Or a new shield. What about the Grum? You know what? I'm gonna keep my sword for now. Get elemental enemies yet? We have to go to Bloodline 3 to get elemental enemies. Ow, asshole. I have to speedrun myself to the next level as well. Let's put it all in attack. Gold Fury. Let's see, what weapon do we have now? I'm just gonna save up for the Thorn Blade, I think. I don't know if the weapons have... Dual Blade Feral Troll. Belltown Assassin. Oh wait, did you see... Hold on, let me restart battle real quick. Now we have elemental stuff. This guy has defense element, which means if I use a weapon that has light element, which I don't, when's the next light element weapon? What's the latest one I can get with light element? Jesus, over like now is where you can get light element? But basically what happens is this guy has a light elemental defense, meaning if I use a weapon with light element, I don't deal any bonus damage. So whatever my base attack damage is, it's all I deal. I don't get any bonus damage. So say if this guy has a fire damage bonus, the fire elemental defense, it means that my weapon would actually only be dealing 18 damage because my base is 11 and then here's 8, so I deal 19 damage. I don't actually deal 21 damage because I don't get any bonus fire element. But since this guy's only a light element, I can fight him pretty well. That's step backs. Stab, stab. And right down. Now, the reason why this game has very little show you a lot is because in Infinity Blades 2 was when they completely made it even more. There's a way more paths to go. There's a lot more paths that you can take. There are a lot more items that you can get, which includes gems, which gives you all those elemental stuff. Gives you more attack. There's also it's more roguelike with the gems system. You can also buy treasures, which basically gets you secret weapons if you know where they are. It lets you find secret weapons. There's also gems. Gems are the roguelike part of it. Different types of potions as well. So it's not just a healing potion. You can actually get strength potion, or that gives you bonus damage, or elemental potions that gives you elemental attack damage on certain elements and stuff. Infinity Blade 2 was when it spread to more like a roguelike game. This is a lot very narrow on what you can choose right now. Oh wow, I got a second ring of flames. Oh, I got spun up. And in the case that you have more than one version of the item you have, you can go to here and sell it for 130. So now, do we have enough to buy the what is it? The Thorn Blade. Alright, we have enough to buy the Thorn Blade, which I will show you what it does. Now, I'm gonna go take some damage actually, real quick. So, I want you to hit me. I'm gonna let him do a few attacks to me. Let's let him hit my face first. Alright. Now, what you saw for my weapon, the thing that looks like a blood, is actually lifesteal. And that is the one element that did not return in Infinity Blade 2. Lifesteal was the only element in Infinity Blade that did not return in Infinity Blade 2. The other elements, it's not bleed actually, it's lifesteal. And I'll show you later, but this is the only elemental damage that did not return in Infinity Blade 2. And that is lifesteal. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Not only damage me, I will now show you what it does. As you can see, I'm actually healing now. As you can see from my life bar, if you look at it, I'm healing. For every damage that I'm doing, I'm healing it. And the number 30 is actually... Yes, it is actually really overpowered. And the number 30 on the blood thing is how much max bleed can you take to the enemy, basically. So I can take upwards of 30 bleed damage for every swing. As you can see there, look at my health. It is almost completely back. But yeah, in Infinity Blade 2, Lifesteal did not return. There is one specific, there is one way you can steal your enemy's life though, and it is a very specific, oh boy. It is a very specific ring that you have to have, called the Holy Band. And it is a magic ring, which you can cast to steal your opponent's health to your own. That is the only time where lifesteal actually returned in Infinity Blade 2, with a very specific ring. Besides that, bleed has never returned. And yes, it is that overpowered, so as a result they did not add it back. Now the Aegis helmet. What does the Aegis helmet do? Oh, that's the Aegis shield, sorry. That's a helmet. A Knight Templar. Oh, that's a... Oh, yeah. I'm not doing that bad. I'm not doing step backs. What? I swung up. Alright. I'll be here. Dead. Swing him off, baby. And actually, wait. Give me a moment, real quick. I need to check Discord. Let me check Discord real quick. Stuff. Alright. I was checking Discord for a moment because... Yeah. Yeah, I saw the DM. I think I kind of want to ban them, but I don't know. I don't know if I should just yet. I'll do it later down the stream probably, but... yeah, that's lifesteal. It just heals you from every time you hit them. I think the official name is called Vampire, not lifesteal. The official name of the thing is called Vampire, not lifesteal, actually. Now people play this game too much because I know most of the parry hits in this thing. Thing is, they're not doing step backs, which is weird. I guess I have to be a very much higher bloodline to do step backs. keep doing it for health. I don't care. Gold. More gold. More gold. More gold. Wood Jester. Okay. Now we have an enemy with elemental attack. Now look at our shield right now. Our shield does not have any elemental defense. I'm gonna buy this in a moment, actually. But I'm gonna start this first. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna buy it right now, but I'm not gonna equip it. As you can see from this weapon right here, it has no elemental defense. So, now we deal with the Wooden Jester who has an ice elemental. Let's see what happens when I get hit by him. 60 damage, 60 damage, 60 damage, 60 damage. His heavy attack deals 180 damage. His light attack deals 60, heavy attack 180 damage, as you can see. And even if I block, let me just block real quick. He's not dealing any damage, and his heavy attack. And you have something called broken block. And as you can see, as you saw there, broken block. Even though I blocked and I get to attack them, I still get dealt 60 damage because my shield does not have elemental defense to this guy. So as a result, I got dealt 60 damage even though I blocked his heavy hit. Now, let's restart battle. And this time, let's equip this weapon, this shield, which has this specific ice elemental defense. Let's equip that. Wooden Jester now. He still has ice elemental defense, but I'm gonna let him hit me now. 60, light hit 60, light hit 60, light hit 60. His heavy hit only deals 120 damage. He didn't get any of the bonus. He didn't get any bonus of the damage. As you can see, Block Breaker, I don't get dealt any single amount of damage. So yeah, as you can see, elemental defense. That is what it is. If the enemy has ice elemental defense and you have an ice elemental shield, their heavy hit will deal 0 damage to you. But if you don't have an elemental defense, it'll deal a certain amount of damage to you, which we call a broken block. And if they hit you, they deal an extra amount of damage, which, as you can see, now with the elemental defense, you actually only get dealt 120 damage instead of 180 from the last time, because you get hit with a bonus ice damage. Now, this goes the same way as the enemy. So if my weapon has an elemental attack that matches the enemy's elemental defense, I don't get the bonus of that thing. So let me just fight this guy real quick, actually. And I'll show you guys. I guess with a gun, I'll show you later. Parry, block, parry, I swung early! Oh shit. I didn't mean to... Guys, this is called a step back, and this specific enemy has a step backs. They turn their head into red. Shit. I can stab them back. every enemy high enough bloodline will have a step back. That's her step back. It's one of her step backs, actually. Which is a fury of attacks. A step back is a combo chain of attacks that you have to parry or dodge. As you can see, that's her. Oh my god. That's her step back. Dodge, 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 dodge. I want to see if I can do a step back, a complete step back avoidance. That's an entirely different step back, as you can see. She basically becomes a Beyblade with that step back. As you can see, enemies have multiple different step backs, which is enemies have multiple different step backs. That was two of her three, I think, step backs. And every time she steps back, she does a long pause of the screen. Which, as you can see, it took a while until she started attacking. But she does a slurry of attacks where you can parry the first hit, but you won't get any breaks, basically. In the later games, we do what's called a parry chain, which is basically you parry her and she keeps hitting you again and again and again for up to 5 times. In this game, you just lose your break, apparently. You have to dodge a few of the hits and then stab, or you have to completely dodge everything. But multiple enemies have multiple step backs, which is insane to me. Because that means that at higher bloodlines, it actually gets more difficult because you have to memorize what their step backs do and how to dodge, shield, and everything. 400 gold. Oh shit. Let me just check my thing. Okay, Twitch is still working. Alright. The executioner has no shit. Alright. This is definitely not overpowered. I just heal from every time I hit this dude. That's how overpowered this thing is. That's why Lifesteal is so overpowered. See, I'm now back to full health. I was low on health, now I'm back to full health. That's why Lifesteal is so overpowered and it got removed in Infinity Blade 2. Now let's speedrun this. Okay, now he has a fire defense and a fire attack, dark defense. Fire attack, dark defense. So our thing is Lifesteal, so we're gonna be good. But he has fire attack, which our shield also has as well for fire defense as well. So we won't get dealt damage in this. gonna step back. Hey, you're not gonna step back though. I don't know why he's not stepping back, because this step back is the most iconic in Infinity Blade. In Infinity Blade, his step back is the most iconic of all. The Gummum. Now he's a level 100. Now look at this. He has every single elemental defense, and that includes vampire. Let me just show you what happens. First, let me actually switch my rings, actually. But let me show you what happens if your thing, your elemental attack is the same as their elemental defense. Now watch. Nice. As you can see there, that ice thing was supposed to deal 100 damage. That dealt 10. Every spell, if it is the same as the enemy's elemental defense, it deals only 10% of the damage. So in that case, a spell that's supposed to deal 100 damage actually dealt 10 damage. And now look at this. I'm gonna get a break from the king. I'm gonna get a hit from the God King here. I'll show you. As you can see, because he has vampire resistance, I did not heal at all. Look at that. I did not heal. And so I take very little damage right now. As you can see, he's so much faster now. I don't get to heal at all. I'm not gonna win this, I know for a fact. But I want to get at least in the first cutscene. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you guys what happens if you take the God King's thing. There's another type of cutscene. You crouch down and you kneel and you basically, yeah, you choose to become the God King. I was once a mere mortal as you now, but you'll soon come to learn that there are more powerful beings in this world than I am. Too powerful, too. And we become a servant to the God King. That's the cutscene, basically. And you get the thing. But then, that's the twist. You don't actually get to beat the God King like that. You actually return to this. If you can't beat him. But as you can see, my sword dealt no healing damage to myself. I was basically fucked. So, I'm going to show you what happens when you die. And there's an exclusive cutscene for when you die to the God King, which I'll show you right here. I'm just gonna let him kill me. There's another exclusive cutscene for when you die to God King. And this is what happens when you die to the God King. You literally die. You literally die. And return.
Patrie, Vecavunze.
But as you can see here, we go to Bloodline 3. So we don't actually get to return to Bloodline 2. We actually continue on Bloodline 3. And the God King is still level 100. Meaning until you beat the God King, your bloodline still increases and the normal enemies increase in level, but the God King himself doesn't increase in levels. So now, remember, the first troop in the last one was level 8. This guy is now level 11 with poison defense and poison attack instead of nothing. And yeah, that's basically what it is. And now, I wanted to show you guys a bit of a cheating, well, not cheating, but like, I'm gonna show you a bit of a, like, what's the word? I'm gonna show you, I guess, like, what's the word? Like, cheating? Like, it's not cheating, but like, a little bit of a cheat code that the creators have put. And I'm gonna need to create a new character. Right from the beginning. And I will show you guys what it is. Going back to here.
I'm a serious combat hero. Hatoy con me sene.
Joskian Veluste.
Provincia de resiste comunes for Previanda.
Kamoles me. Musik me lemsama. Koro.
Let me show you what happens here. So what you do here is, remember it says hold to block? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tap block, and that can hit me. And I'm gonna continue doing that until I die. And once I die, we got ourselves a cheat code. But stay with me as I die, basically. Just stay with me as I die. I do not want my character to block once. So I'm trying to see. I'm trying to let this guy kill me. So we're gonna be here for a bit. Just let me die. Let's continue. I'm gonna be here for a bit. Down. Down. Alright, let's continue. Should be able to die the next 3 combo chains, I think. 4 combo chains. So this is gonna be our 3rd combo chain, I think. 1, 2 more combo chains, I think. Okay, 2 more combo chains. There we go. Now that we die, we press save and restart castle. And this, ladies and gentlemen, it's negative 20 years later.
Patrie, vecavunze.
And as you can see here, start bloodline -1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the negative bloodline. This is our cheat code. Excuse me, I needed to burp there. This is our cheat code. And why do I say that? As you can see, the enemy starts out at level 51 instead of level 1. But look at our character. We're currently holding the best item in the game. We have the Dark XSC2, which is the dark version of the XSC2. It deals 199 damage with 301 dark damage, compared to the 195 and 250 vampire damage of the normal XCS2. Next, we have the Dark Tempest, giving us 25 attack and 25 shields, which is a lot less shields than, say, the normal Tempest, which gives us 80, 72, and it's even worse than the Foundry, which gives us 70 and 20. But the main point is another 25 attack boost. That's the more important part. Next up, the Dark Fusion, 25 attack plus life drop, which is better than every single weapon in the game, every single helmet in the game. Even this one has only a plus 20 attack. You got the Dark Omega XOS7, gives you 50 health and 50 attack, which is a bit weaker than the normal Omega Armor XOS7, and weaker than the Knight Armor, but as you can see, it gives you 50 health and 50 attack. And then finally, the Dark Halo, which gives you shield. Shield basically replenishes your shield. That is what it is. And it is pretty much the only one of the, which is basically a shittier version of this weapon. The Illuminatius, but it gives you 50 attack on default. Meaning, you start out with 350 attack, 26 shield, and 3060 health. So let me show you how overpowered this is. Oh, there's the enemy step back. At a higher level, they have step backs. As you can see, if I parried there, I actually did not get my break. But as you can see, 651 damage. Again, 651 damage. We were doing like 10, 20 damage. We're doing 651. And not only that, look how much XP we're gonna get. Oh, level 1. Oh, level 2. We're on level 3 now. Oh, level 4. Oh, level 5. Oh, level 6. We went from level 1 to level 6 in one single match. That is how fast we level up. And so I'm going to spend it all on my attack. Because yes. Now the only thing about this is that you cannot equip any other weapons. For example, let's buy the steel sword. I try to equip it, I can't. I cannot equip it. My weapons are stuck by default to the Dark Omega weapons. And the only way that I can actually unequip these weapons is to go into options, go to character slots. Oh, sorry, not character slots. Options, and go to restart Bloodline 1. But even then, that means I will lose the armor. That is how it works with the negative bloodline. See, level 53 Brute. Now he has Dark Defense, so our weapon isn't gonna deal this full bonus damage. But you're gonna see here, it deals 360 damage with 720 as a heavy combo. That is a lot of damage. And we leveled up to level 9. So in 2 matches in Negative Bloodline, we raised our level more than I ever did from completing it speedrunning in the first try. That is how insane this thing is. It basically jump shots you. So, I'm gonna switch to this one to show you another ending that we have. You thought the God King was the actual ending, but no, there is another ending. Let me see what I have for my ship, actually. Inventory, what is our best weapon right now? I have a Jaguar Blade, that's good. Jaguar Bones. The Royal Helm. The Helio Armor. Alright. I think I can now do a restart Bloodline 1 with this character. I can now restart Bloodline 1 with this character, and you will see later. And to follow this again.
Provincia de Orosista Comunes e Previanda.
And now this time, I will actually block to show you guys what happens. Let the cutscene roll.
Fanno se braccia care me. Las leles tasso blare. Oh, what comes blessing the pony hills now.
Let's continue the cutscene.
Famish mes comprasi notablo. E potosi comprasi con la calema.
Adria.
Now look at my character. All my shit is saved, but as you can see, I lost my Dark Omega gear. Having said that though, I now have the Jaguar Blade and some of the more overpowered weapons. Jaguar Bones, the Royal Helmet, Helio Armor, like some of the best things ever. Jaguar Scales. Level 1 Horde Guardian. Oh, boo-hoo. I need one shot and that's it. Toggle info. Parry. Parry. One hit and that's it. All you need is one hit. I got the retribution. Gold. Now let's go the alternate way. We're just going under here, which I haven't shown you guys. This leads to a certain place. Jump down and oh. Man, that guy is almost butt-ass naked. Oh boy. Lucas, I don't know if you're there. Can you type if you're there? Real quick. If you're there, look at his helmet. That is a... that helmet looks like a certain killer in Dead by Daylight from Stranger Things. Actually, it is from Stranger Things. Look at that mask. Look at this shit and tell me that it's not that. It's not the Xenoblade. Tell me that does not look like it. Tell me that helmet does not look like a Demogorgon. And he's almost pretty much naked. He literally has this as to cover his dick. He only has that to cover his dick. And that is a Demogorgon. And his name is called the Warden. Yeah, I've never seen a Warden dressed so skimpily. With a Demogorgon helmet. So I don't know. But yes, this is the other way. And yes, that's a skeleton over there. Somebody died here. This is a prison. There's more skeletons here. Let's fight him real quick. Let's fight him real quick and... Oh, that girl's behind me again. Wood gesture. Open this chest, 478 coins. Here's some coins. Let's fight you again. Then you go into this dungeon. Welcome to the Sky Cage. This is where... This is the sky cage. And as you can see here, this requires a certain weapon. If I have the Dragor blade equipped, but this is what happens if I press it and I don't have the Infinity Blade. I press it. Oh, look, Infinity Blade. I don't know what to do. Oh, I have the Infinity Blade in my thing. So I can put it in, because I have the Infinity Blade in my inventory. I press it. I chuck it in. I press that. And that opens up the Sky Cage bosses. This is the true ending of Infinity Blades, the Sky Cage bosses. Let's go here first. This is not, well, it's not called the Sky Cage bosses, it's called the Lair bosses. And before you ask, the language that they're speaking is not like Italian or anything. It's actually, I forgot to tell you the context. The text that they're speaking is called Pangea. The language they're speaking is Pangea, which is basically a combination of multiple different languages together, which is why you can hear some English word like the infinity, but then you also hear words like ciao, like it's Italian, because they're spoken in Pangea, which is a made-up gibberish language of this post-apocalyptic world. And before you ask, yes, Infinity Blade takes place in the distant future, distant apocalyptic future, where higher-ranking people rise up and create a certain way to turn themselves into deathless, those that cannot be killed. So basically, if you stab them, they're temporarily dead, but they're not actually dead. Their body is dead, but their soul can be transported to a different body, so they don't truly die. So you think of like when you die, like you're dead. Eyes closed, nothing. Down in the ground. In this game, if you are a deathless, if you die, your body just respawns in a different body, basically. If you are a deathless. As you see, a level 150 dude.
Buonici. Nizoyu hara castano.
Di infinity kopachita. Yosama. Yosama pini padano osapa. Novo. Yosonado fortunado. Se fido. Ijanawan anadi findata.
Holy shit, he's actually fast. He's fast, though. I see everybody's so fast. Everybody's so fast now as well. All the attacks are so fast now, as you can see. As you can see, everything is so fast now, isn't it? As you can see, everything is so fast now compared to like when we started the game. Infinity Blade, you die. So the context of this is that, oh, we got a second Jaguar Blade. But the context of that is that the Infinity Blade has two parts. The actual sword itself, and at the hilt of it has something called a QIP, a quantum identity pattern. What basically happens is that when you get stabbed by the Infinity Blade, depending on if you're using the QIP properly or not, it will affect the Deathless. If you're using the weapon with the QIP, if you use the Infinity Blade with the QIP, there's two things that could happen depending on how you wield it. You can either kill them completely, as in like they're actually dead, including the Deathless. If you kill them with the QIP destabilizer, that's what it's called. The QIP is quantum identity pattern, which is basically your soul. If you kill somebody with the Infinity Blade with the QIP destabilizer, their soul or quantum identity pattern is gone. It gets burnt out, meaning you grant somebody who is deathless to die. Basically, a deathless that can be killed. The other way is that if you stab with this thing as well, you actually reset the person to when they're a child. So you kill that person, and that person respawns, I guess, as a child. Which, if you've been noticing, that's what happened to our main protagonist. He didn't actually die. Our protagonist didn't actually die per se. He got killed and then respawned as a child. And then 18 years later, after their body slowly grew, they become an adult. But the thing is, when they're killed and respawn as a child, they lose all their memories. So that's why the main protagonist goes like, "Father, I will avenge you," because they didn't know that the father they were looking for is actually them. They got their memory erased. So every time we got killed by the God King, we respawn as a child, and then we have to take 18 years to grow up to an adult, and then fight. That's the whole lore of it. Now we're fighting this guy. Ugh. Why is he a lizard? Level 100 Gortwell. What? As you can see, you see how fast they are? Do you see how fast it is compared to when we first played it? Holy fucking shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're very quick when you get to very high level. Like, I can barely keep up. But yeah, as you can see, it moves so fast, right? I could not keep up at all. Like, I was almost dead there. That's so fucking quick as well. Like, it's so fast. You just swing, swing, swing. Like, I don't get to keep up with them. They're really fast on this one. Which is what makes later bloodlines very hard. Even in Infinity Blade, the later bloodlines are really hard because they get faster and they develop step backs, which is a flurry of attacks. In Infinity Blade 2 and Infinity Blade 3, they'll do the same thing as well. The higher level they are, the faster they attack. So in this case, this guy's only level 50. I'm so low. I was so low on health and I still beat him. Stab him right there and he is permanently dead. Very nice. I got a Jaguar scale. Let's sell the items that we... 150,000. 101,000. And was it the Jaguar bones that we got? Oh yeah, Jaguar sword, sorry. We just got 400,000 points. Yeah, quick time the game. It's so quick. And now that is opened. We killed all the 3 bosses, and as a result, that opens up. And now we can get in to the final place. Let's get into it. This is the final place. Ladies and gentlemen, remember when I said that the God King is a deathless? This is where he respawns. If you kill the God King, he respawns in one of those chambers. So even if he return the blade and accept death as your reward. As you can see, this is the chamber of which the God King gets revived. When you kill them with the Infinity Blade, because you have not mastered the Infinity Blade, you basically only killed him. You didn't actually use the quantum identity pattern. That's why you return on the bloodline. And when you return, he returns with a high amount of health. He didn't actually die, even though I told you guys that the blade itself, if you kill them with the quantum identity pattern, they lose their soul and they basically are fully dead, even if they are deathless. But because our protagonist here does not know how to use the weapon when he killed the God King at the back there when we killed him in the first round, he only killed him. And this is where he respawns. This is the chamber of the God King. And this is the protector, the Zero Mech. And I'm gonna heal. Because I am gonna hate this. He has regen, fire, electric, dark. Let me see what my inventory has in terms of shield. Fire, electric, dark. Yeah, I got it. So he won't be healing himself if he hits me. But that's good. Shit. As you can see, if I parry there, there's step back, just lose your break. Oh, what? I stabbed him. But yeah, that's why it's so hard. This is a quick time event. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Jeez, why are you so fast? We beat him, let's go! Not actually. There's a surprise going in. The mech opens up to reveal somebody. Oh, look! It's the main protagonist.
Ayas ordanos la porti tempanada. Yo la victanos ovichilo. Wo? Wo nichi? Wande olindiamos royalitana loi. Wo tempana va infiniti. Imaginada la dumanatana. Castana on. Wo nichi? Yosa desini. Loi herindata. Herino a los dentalas dumaritana infiniti. Andosios de los stara astropados. Vidiemos royalitana dumaritana. Duma alan infinity lona. Whoa, idiosama. Midito olada en etrada iloi. Whoa, afabaliamos. En la plantata. En la destinadas. En la forimos.
This is where the trippiness part. This is the guy. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, what the shit? Okay, asshole. Ah. Oh, what? Okay, okay. This is horseshit. And done. Also, context is that dude, remember the cutscene that we did where we chose to side with the God King? That is the person that we became. We chose to serve the God King, and that is the person we became.
Ada los yamot. Ada tocamo los adan. Depositavna aloshi. Ada la sima. Unili dopada. Unili dopada. Udara desaras. Yosa antilili.
And that's the true ending of Infinity Blade. That's the true ending of the Infinity Blade. This is the end question mark. But that is the true ending of Infinity Blade. What happened was that the person that we just killed was the person that we basically, you know, shook hands with the God King. You can play New Game Plus. We start with Bloodline 1 with the current level and skill points and re-enter and remaster items. Current items and non-purchase score will be reset. So I'm basically not there yet. I'm not ready. So yeah, that is Infinity Blade. And that's only Infinity Blade 1. The fact that you can play this game in 2 hours is... This is basically a demo, by the way. The fact that you can play a demo for 2 hours with this much content in 2011 is insane. Now imagine in Infinity Blade 2, where you have a lot more roguelike stuff, like gems, potions, different types of enemies. There's only different types of weapon classes, mastering items, gems that could give you more attack, more defense, slowing enemies down with weapon-specific gems. All that stuff. That is how diverse and insane the game is when you go to Infinity Blade 2 and Infinity Blade 3. There's a lot of diversity in the game when you go further, if you go more and more into the series. Which is why I'm so happy that the first game is now on the PC. Because this means that Infinity Blade 2 and Infinity Blade 3 might potentially come to PC as well, because of these modders. And I'm so happy that these modders are doing this. And oh my god, why are you so cringe? Look at this. You're so cringe, oh my god. Oh, poggers. You're actually cringe, oh my god. But yeah, that is Infinity Blade. With Twitch, what did you expect? Fair enough. But but yeah, that's Infinity Blade. Yeah. Lucas, like, if we ever get to... If Infinity Blade 2 ever gets modded to the PC, I will play the hell out of it. Yeah, I'm happy that you enjoyed it. This is where it all started. My childhood series of mobile games. Infinity Blade 2, the second game in the series, is in my opinion the best mobile game of all time. No questions asked, hands down. So I'm very hoping that the next game in the series will be... Yeah. Because here's the thing though, it's a mod. Because on iOS... Yeah, because the game is on iOS, which is the Apple one. So like, you know, the iPhones and stuff. But you know, like, do you remember when the whole like Epic Games versus Apple incident? The whole thing where like Epic Games tried to sue Apple and stuff? Like, have you remember that because of V-Bucks? Yeah, that basically Apple removed Infinity Blades from the store because of that event. Because the game was made by Epic Games. And Apple decided to remove the Epic Games account and sue them. Meaning the games such as Infinity Blade was completely removed and not able to be played at all. In 2017, it was pulled from the App Store, but you can download and play it still. But because of that lawsuit, you can no longer get it in the game. Like, you can't download it from the App Store anymore. And so the game was pretty much dead for 7 years. And because the game is exclusively on iOS as well, you can't download an APK like on Android, which lets you, like play any game that you want. Any game that has an Android port can be APK'd, meaning you can play it and you can pirate it and like you can redo it as a mod, and you can play it even if the game died. Basically, even if the devs remove it from the Google Play Store, you can download it as an APK and play it as usual. But because Infinity Blade only has an iOS release, that did not happen. You have to download an APK specifically for iPhone, and you have to, and I'm not kidding, you have to have a MacBook and an iPhone, or an iPad, or something like that. A MacBook alone is 40 million VND, which is around, you have to buy actually it's not even 40 mil. The more later ones is 40 mil, which is around $2,000. If you want to buy a normal MacBook now, it's like $40,000. $4,000, sorry. Imagine buying a $4,000 laptop and another $600 phone or $800 or whatever just to play the game again. That is the only way you can play the game without these types of mods. Yeah, I'm so thankful that they modded and ported this, because I do not want to spend $4,600 to play this game again. But if you wanted to play the other two games in the series whilst they're doing the mod to get that in PC, that's the only way you can do it. You have to have APK specifically for iOS. You have to have a MacBook of some kind, which is around $2,000 to $4,000. And you have to have an iPhone or an iPad or a tablet of some kind that is made by Apple. So iPad, iPhone, iPad Touch, iPad Air, which cost around $600 and over. So at the very least, I'm going to need to spend $2,600 if I want to play this game, play the next two games in the series without, without having to wait for the mod. I don't want to spend that money, so I'm very hoping that they're actually going to get that mod up soon. Because and hopefully they can develop it very quickly, because this took 6 years to mod. And they say that they're trying to make it so that the next mod comes out in a year or two. So I'm and this only came out like 2 months ago. So I'm hoping that by next year or even like 2 years, Infinity Blade 2 and extensively Infinity Blade 3, within those 1 or 2 years, those two games will be released to the PC port. And I pray that they do, because I love this game. This is my childhood. This is my series that I really love. And the fact that people only remember the Infinity Blade series after the stupid goddamn fucking vaulted Infinity Blade from Fortnite pisses me off to no level. Because this game is so much more than just the fucking broken weapon from Fortnite that everybody hates, Which really sucks, because I genuinely love this series. And it's so sad that it's gotten to be like, it's became this. So yeah, this is Infinity Blades. When you go to Infinity Blade 2 and Infinity Blade 3, there are a lot more RPG and like roguelike things, like gems and stuff and potions and gem wheels and treasure maps and everything, which makes you be able to replay the same like layout but with more different stuff, which I really, really enjoy. I'm so happy that Infinity Blade is here in PC, but I really am hoping that Infinity Blade 2 comes in, because if that ever happens, trust me, I will stream, and I'm not even kidding, I will stream at least 10 weeks of just Infinity Blade 2. Just Infinity Blade 2. I won't even touch Genshin Impact as in form of streaming. I won't even touch Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact in terms of streaming. I will be playing like at least 10 streams, like 2 to 4 hours per stream, just playing Infinity Blades. If Infinity Blades 2 came out. Yeah, and so hopefully the mod for Infinity Blade 2 comes out soon. So I don't know, I'm just gonna say this in the off chance that the person that made the mod for Infinity Blade is here somehow. and I might just like cut this part out so that to upload it to YouTube as a plead to the person that made the mod. So the person that made the mod, you are like, I owe you my entire childhood because you can let me play a game that I'm so nostalgic for that I could not be able to play for so long, and I'm so happy that you did that. If you be able to do that for Infinity Blade 2 and Infinity Blade 3 and port them to PC, genuinely, like, I'll pay you anything. I'll pay you $500. I don't care. Like, I would be so happy if they port the mod for Infinity Blade 2 and Infinity Blade 3 to thing. I don't care how much I'll have to pay. Like, I want this game to spread to more people and more people to feel and enjoy what was essentially my childhood. And so I'm so happy that you know, we got this. But please make Infinity Blade 2 and Infinity Blade 3 PC port soon, because I'm so excited to show so many more people the Infinity Blade series, because this game was so good and I really want to show more people this series, because yeah, like, this is my childhood, and I really, really hope that people get to play more of this game. I don't know if I should link the Infinity Blade game to you so that you can try it out on your own computer, Lucas, but I can send you it later if you want to. I don't know if your computer handles it really well, but it should handle it well, even if it's gonna start burning up a bit. It's gonna whiz a bit, but like, it's not like as heavy as Genshin Impact, at least. Like, it's not as heavy as Genshin Impact, so I think you could play on your laptop if you could. But yeah, like, I love this game. I love this game. But yeah, that's the end of the stream, I think, because it is 3 in the morning, and it's 3 in the morning, and yeah, like, the whole point of here is just to show you Infinity Blade, Lucas. The whole point of this stream is just to show you Infinity Blade. I hope you really enjoyed it, by the way. I would be really excited too if Infinity Blade 2 finally makes the PC port. Yeah, I'm really happy that you did. I'm so happy that you got to finally see me play this game, at least. And I hope Infinity Blade 2 or Infinity Blade 3 comes out soon, because by that point, I can actually stream it for like 10 streams in a row, just showing you everything about Infinity Blades. And I'll be super duper excited for it. But for now, let's head out. Okay. No, don't say true poggers. Oh my days. You're gonna make me cringe to death. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see, who should we raid? We're gonna now raid somebody. Yeah, hopefully so. Stop. Please do not make the goal is making me cringe. I will pounce you in DMs. I will do stuff with you in DMs. I swear to God, okay? I cannot say what I will do because this is Twitch, but I will do stuff. Okay? But yeah, let's raid out. Yikes. Yeah, let's not talk about it because it's Twitch, because no, I can say that I could do something to you, if you know what I mean, but it's just that just as a safety prevention. Who to raid? Let's see. Who do you want to raid? Do you want to raid somebody that draws Pokemon with booba? Pokemon Pokemon, but if they're anthro women with big booba, or do you want to raid a streamer with a lot more viewers than the other person does, but they are they are the one that created the Sylveon, my Sylvie picture at the dress that says "I'm not cute." Then I talked about how their art style is a lot more different than it actually is. Then what? I wonder which one do you want to raid? Can you at least stay for the raid so I can introduce you to people, please? Oh my god. Um. All right, fine. Oh yeah, this guy's doing Resident Evil Village, so you want to do that one instead? All right, we are gonna be raiding Jericho Fox. He is playing Resident Evil. He is a very nice being who basically has dyslexia. So he has trouble reading words. So yeah, he's really fun actually because I really enjoy watching him play certain games. He does play a bit of Fortnite as well, I think. I remember he does play Fortnite as well as other games. I think it was like Fortnite, Dead by Daylight. I think he played like Phasmophobia. He plays Dark Souls. I seen he had like 2 streams of Fortnite and stuff. So we are gonna be rating Jericho Fox. But yeah, they're currently playing Resident Evil Village. They're a really nice person, and so hopefully we're gonna hopefully you really enjoyed that we played Infinity Blades, because I sincerely enjoyed this game, and I'm so happy that I got to play it again just to show off to my boyo. But until then, I'm gonna catch next stream tomorrow, which I'll be playing. Yep. I hope you enjoy it as well. I'm gonna be streaming, I think, either Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact tomorrow, just so that we can go back to the normal schedule of one of the Hoyoverse games, because I'm very, very late in a lot of the events on those 2 games. So I really need to get back to it so that I can make it in time, so that I don't miss a lot of the story content and stuff. But yeah, until tomorrow, I am gonna see you guys next time. Civity Cute Sylveon, and I'm out.